What's up everybody, this is Ripples in Wales back for another video. I hope you're all doing well and having a great day wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing. So, we've just dropped a good video for you earlier on. Just dropped this Ripple Riddler, Ross Vandermeer, connecting some dots this morning, Saturday morning here. I urge you to go and have a look at this. This will be a good little bit of an intel dive for you into where I think we are over all the kind of three Riddler timelines, covering it on surface level. Anyway, this is my Twitter page at Ripples in Wales, and give us a follow on there. Thank you so much to all of you who are liking and subscribing to the channel and turning notifications on. That's amazing. The comments and stuff I'm getting every day, I've pretty much replied to every single one, and yeah, the content's coming through pretty good for you all now. We're at 36 videos, I think, and so yeah, just keep the comments coming straight up on it. Tell me, what you think of it all. I'm really interested to get a gauge from the community level on what you feel about it all. What do you think it's all BS? Do you think you kind of got to feel into it a little bit? Are these helping? Does it open the aperture of this up a little bit rather than just looking at ridiculous Masonic sides of things? And we're opening it up to the wider scope of understanding that we can tie this into bigger things, geopolitical events and whatnot, and organisations and institutions. Anyway, give us a like and subscribe on the channel. That'd be amazing. Right, okay, cool. Let's move on. So today I wanted to look at the Ripple Riddler stuff, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover a kind of foundational level introduction to the Ripple Riddler's work, because we can't look at just one siloed account, or BG or Ross Vandermeer. The three of them work together, and you're able, I believe, in my own world anyway, able to kind of correlate parts of their information together. And as any good scientist would do, you have to look at all the information first of all before making kind of bold decisions or thoughts, or certainly not predictions on this channel, but it's just a bit of fun having a look at their work, isn't it, and going back and see if that's really interesting. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just me looking at a crazy Riddler who posted some crazy stuff back in the day, some interesting stuff back in the day. So listen, the Ripple Riddler has re-emerged, we believe. Sam to the Life both pointed me to this. This guy is RR at Ripple Riddler 12,000 XRP. That is where he resides currently. He is back in the fold. I do not believe that the others, just switching gears a little bit, Ross Vandermeer's got an account back. I don't believe it's Ross Vandermeer at all. I think it's being used by someone in the community, who shall be nameless for now, but I will do my research and find out. Anyway, the Ripple Riddler was a character who came into the fore in 2018, 19 and 20, and he dropped a load of videos and a load of images. And it's important that we see what he dropped first of all back in the day, so that we can have a look at the data and we can go through it. There are two channels. One is the Ripple Riddler channel here, where you've got a load of videos that have been reposted. I'm going to pull all these into my channel as well. And you've also got the Ripple Riddler archive, which has a load of videos in here as well. We can pull from both of these. And there were, from what I know, that don't take all these are all not by the Ripple Riddler. There are only a few of them by the Ripple Riddler. The rest of them were created by an account called XRP Focus, who was brilliant at doing videos and stuff. And the only four that I know that actually are real, I think it's 5, is Declaration of Independence, in order, I might add. Not in order of posting, in order of which I'm going to be looking at them today. Declaration of Independence, The Storm is Coming, XRP TikTok, and XRP Born of Stars. The first one to come out was the XRP one, and there is a Stay Tuned one by the Ripple Riddler as well. And the final broadcast. Well, that makes more than 4, doesn't it, Nick? So there's a few more. So anyway, but the kind of these ones, the final broadcast and Stay Tuned, and the one are just they're not really what I'd class at the same level as these are the 4. And we're going to have a quick look at them. Let's just jump straight in and look at some of these videos in order. We're going to look at Declaration of Independence today. We're not going to cover and do a deep dive, and we're just going to look at them. Here we go. Let's jump in. I might interject as we go, and you might give it some ideas, but let's just cover it first of all. See what we see. I'm not going to help myself here, am I? I'm going to have to tell you. Swarming the jets. Warming the jets. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep my mouth shut through this. I'll probably have to leave you a little bit of intel as we go. To be used. That kept me going in the bear market, that. Right. Balloon held down by the old guard. What is a balloon? Question. A payment with a balloon tethered down to the ground on the back of it. The Riddler welcoming you on board before the takeoff. You ready for a quest? Boom. There she goes. Off. Level playing field. And as the balloon gets higher and higher, I'll let you do the math. Liquidity increasing in the stream below. Big mountains ahead. Big silent pause, and then a mountainous image of the balloon skimming the edge of the cliff face. A big lens flare crossing the screen. And a murmur of crows. Or are they ravens? West turning towards east, looking at China. And now the old Milky Way and the changing of the ground year. 24,000 year cycle. Each of these colours is connected to a birthstone. Blue to purple, the Riddler disappears and the balloon disappears. Pink. That's a target, it says locked on. Goes to orange, you can look at these birthstones. To yellow. To red. Boom. Shackles cut off of humanity. Clear skies ahead. Fireworks. That's an entire timeline there. That isn't just one snap. That's the entire from start to finish for you all. Okay? We're going to have a look at some of the intermittent scenes that are going to occur in between, though. We've seen this before. The storm is coming. And it is coming. Oh, buzz off. Hold on. The adverts. Why would it show me adverts of sewing? Right, here we go. 2 minutes 31. It's important I show you these. I'll show you which ones are the real ones. Now, interesting how it didn't show to be used there. Now do you get the crow? It's an omen. Symbology. Arms open wide, 9-3. And the Riddler's facing the storm. What's coming down the line this winter, guys? Hope you're all prepared. It's only just begun with Evergrande going down. This is really interesting, this scene. 9 o'clock, look at his hand. 9-3. Okay, the storm running from 9. Are we seeing clear skies by 10? What is 10? There we go, clear skies. Follow the yellow brick road. Looks like a 3 to me, doesn't it? We'll go over these deep again. 10, 10. Right, that's the storm. Oh. Then we have tick tock, tick tock. We'll cover this briefly. Super quick deep dive on these. So if the storm was 9, then the other arm was 3. 9 is September and 3 is March. And tick tock would equal the other side of 9, which is 3, which is March, April time. If this is, I don't know what year this is going to occur, but let's just assume this is a very bullish video. Never forget his arms wide open. They're pointing to cardinal points, and the 9 and 3 are irrespective. They're the equinoxes. Autumn equinox and spring equinox. Pagan dates and symbology. The Riddler comes out riding the Wall Street Bull with green flashes all behind him, green eyes, with his hands up in the air, pointing upwards. That's dominance. So, very powerful video by the Ripple Riddler. Wow. And the last, I want to bring you to this. Declaration of so XRP Born of Stars. It's a beautiful video. Very, very clever. This is the Hubble telescope, and it's giving out a Morse code saying The Magic of Thinking Big, which is a book by a gentleman by the name of David Schwartz. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Genius. The Hubble spacecraft sees things from far away. Hubble telescope, sorry. To be used. Storm. Every one of these has got a storm in the larger timelines, but the Riddler is still playing his tune. Digital grids being laid down. Now this violinist is very interesting from Trump, isn't it? The song. Alright, hold on. Now the Riddler's above the clouds, above the storm, with a digital grid going down in winter, you may notice. Clear skies ahead, with Saturn and its rings. Winter. Kronos, with the Riddler with the hands wide open. See the skip? Boom. 2023 to 2024 onwards. The reset. is in 2023, my friend. The skip represented the reset. An amazing video. By the way, the song was by Felisan Studios, and it's called, what was it called? Tears of Joy. Okay, interesting. So they have multiple layers tied into these. Right, quickly on. So there is an amazing account by, I've got it, should be here. This is the chap that curated those videos and the other ones. It's by Ripple Riddler Archive. Now there was a couple extra videos that I wanted to show you that were left, but you can have a look for them to yourself. It's this here, Vendi Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Okay, and it's in a room in R3. You can also listen to the final broadcast. Okay, as I said, and the one also. Right, these are ones, but you can kind of see anyway. There was a few other pictures left for us, and they're these. There is a couple more, but these are the 5 that are like as equally as important as the video. So they leave images and they leave videos. Okay, and we're just going to cover briefly, you know, the data, so the videos and the images. I'm not going to go into interpreting them. These are really difficult for me. These are we've seen a lot of the old guys start stripping them apart. You have to invert these images, you have to put grayscales on them, you have to flip them and invert them. Really clever cryptographic images. The Riddler comes from the Batman movies. I don't know if you know. I should demonstrate that to you. So in the Batman days, there was you know, I think it's Batman, M-A-N. Let's probably try that a bit better. In his comic book appearances, the Riddler is depicted as a criminal mastermind in Gotham City. He has obsessive compulsion to incorporate riddles, puzzles, and death traps in his schemes to prove his intellectual superiority over the Batman and the police. So it's intellectual superiority, you know, and things were left in these very clever riddles. And so just so you know that the Riddler's had various iterations of what he looked like. He has one that seems to be the kind of more fitting version of the one that we see used in the XRP riddles. This was done in Gotham City, but you can see there's various different costumes the Riddlers have had over the years, from more cartoons to these crazy green ones. There has been various iterations. Anyway, this is where the idea of the Riddler comes from in the Ripple Riddler videos. Going back to these 5 images now, they are laid out in the order that I believe that they will play out, and I could be completely wrong. We've seen this one before in the top left-hand corner. We're going to move left to right quite quickly. We've got this hold. It's not hollow. Someone's coloured the 0 in and tried to say it was hollow chain. Because it isn't hollow chain, it's hold. But you know, this is the problem with people trying to interpret things with not an ounce of common sense or knowledge, but either without the fuller picture of things. It says hold, okay, and it's through the iron rod running through it. And they've got the Riddler with a load of mist around him in the corners here. And then we've got this image here in the centre, which is called Smoke and Mirrors. It's a very clever one. We'll look at some interpretation on that in a minute. This is it's a big one. It shows that there's a big crash in the markets, and the old guard are looking at the Riddler, and on the Riddler's tie it says, "Your time is nigh." And you know, the smoke from the pipe is making it very difficult for, you know, it's almost like FUD, like the mist in around this scene here. The first image that we talked about, the green mist equals FUD. Okay, and so we've got this big market crash that's going to occur, and they're flipping, okay, on the market, and it shows XRP at number 1 in market cap, and BTC number 2 and Ethereum number 3. And the Ripple Riddler is saying, you know, these 4 windows, you see this, we're going to go into this in the middle. That's the same as the calendar. They put things in 1, 2, 3, 4s for you to have an understanding. Everything has a meaning. Then we move on to this TikTok. Do you remember the video with the bull scene and the matador? Okay. And you've got the Riddler is now a matador enticing the Wall Street bull to go for the green flag. Okay, come and get it. Just come and get it. And that's what matadors do, don't they? And the Wall Street wants it. You know, look at the Wall Street bull. But also it's referring to a bullish move. He's also pointing up to kind of 11:30 in the sky with a bolt of lightning going across. There's so much going on in this scene. Sam did an amazing depiction of it back in the day. So the lifeboat Sam. Next down here we have the one of the famous pictures from the old Batman movie where I forgot the Riddler's sitting in this famous chair, but in this image he's showing a picture of R3 in this image, and he's got like a big bag of XRP with gold and silver. There's a lot going on in this image. We need to do a full deep dive on this one and go over it. I wish Sam would release his videos. I'm going to ask him if we can have them. We could do a deep dive together in them maybe. He could teach me so much, Sam. He's brilliant. And then finally we've got this remember the 5th of November picture. There's a lot going on. There's an image of Guy Fawkes in the background behind him here, and he's got three fingers pushed together with his thumb and his finger over his mouth. Again, super complex. I'm not the best at these, but there's some very genius thought gone into these. The interpretations of these we can have a brief look at if I've got them here. We've got the smokes and mirrors, and I don't think this. I mean, I wish someone hadn't drawn on this and saved it. I haven't got the original, but the flipped version's good. You do have a Masonic symbol, Noah. Some people in the community are going to love that shit, aren't they? You've got if you ignore these 4 windows up here, you can see there's 16 panes in light, which is not 16, 12. Beg your pardon. 12 panes that are lit up with a kind of white background around them. That is the same as your calendar. It's your months, and so you can see here that the Riddler's got his pipe giving kind of smoke. It says OTC entrance on the desk up here, and we've got the light and an entrance. So are they coming in January? You know, is this January? If this was a calendar, it would be January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now, ignore the writings on the wall here. They're incorrect. I can tell you that right now. You've got a crow sitting above, or is it a raven? It could be a raven sitting above on the top of the window here, and you've got the moon sitting in the background. You've got the Riddler donning his hat, which is quite interesting, and you've got on his tie, your time is nigh, and this is the old banker that you see holding the balloon down. You also see an ant on the shoulder in smoke here from the Riddler, and you've also got there's also a dragon in the smoke. I wish, again, I don't have this image without the scribblings on. There's some really clever. There's also a turtle in the smoke, which is some amazing symbology. It shows a crash on CoinMarketCap, which is in the background there, and it shows XRP as number 1, Bitcoin 2, and Ethereum number 3. But a big crash in the middle. I don't think we've got good enough views to show that, but yeah, you can get the idea. So we're going to do a deep dive into this in the future anyway. And also we've seen the interpretation of, where are you? That one, isn't it? Of the hold, not hollow. Like if I hear anyone saying hollow, I'll block, instant block. Jokes. So we've got this, again, September, October, November. I'm going to start drilling into these images pretty hard. Clear skies between October and November, so expect FUD right now. We know things are coming in fast and hard. 11:30 is the bottom. I came, I saw, I conquered. Again, mid-November to December. Very interesting. That's what Julius Caesar said. Hold on to the iron rod and do not go astray, which is written inside the D. And his hands, interesting enough that H and O, or is it 110? I don't know. I need to look at that more. It's really interesting on that. So yeah, clocks are used to give you months, and the star up here isn't called the Big Dipper. It's called the Ursa Major, which is the Great Bear. The Great Bear and bear markets. Think about that. So we've covered a few of his images here, and we've gone through the videos, and you've had an understanding that Ripple Riddler was a fictitious character in the Batman movies. And so we've first of all started covering a little bit of the data. We're 24 minutes in. This is way too long. So we're going to call it at that, and this is the first intro into the Ripple Riddler. We're going to start looking at the images in greater detail. We've covered a few of the videos, and you've got a bit of a snapshot of what's going on. It's highly complex, but the images lend themselves to the videos, and the videos lend themselves to the images, and you can cross-reference the Riddler's work together. Anyhow, I hope that is all a good start and a good foundation for us all to build together. We'll build on this in the next few videos, and we'll go into them a little bit more, and we'll dig around. Anyhow, that's it for all for now. I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.